Welcome to the Black Box Theater. We're happy to have you. It's a small space, but we love it. It's our home. You see your exit is right there. The show's about 90 minutes long. There's an intermission halfway through. You can get up. There's a bathroom just right down there, as well as a water fountain. Please silence your phones. I think that's all the general information. Thank you so much for coming again. We are I'm really proud of this cast, of this crew, of the entire board, and all the effort they've put in. I mean, like, we have walls. This is crazy. Yes! But I could not be more happy with the show they've created. And the show is funny, so please laugh. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you for coming out, and have a good time.
Charlie! There are poltergeists in this house, Dorothy. Charlie, what are you doing? Sneaky, wily Republican poltergeists. Every time I try to batten down the hatches, they unbatten them. I turn off the light and they turn it on. Don't talk to me about ESP, I'm living it.
Poltergeist, honey.
We're having a party. Us, tonight?
We've been talking about it for weeks, baby. Don't you remember?
Who's the party for?
It's opening night. We're having an opening night party. A usual Timberley Troopers opening
Oh,
night
you mean
party.
actors? Actors will be here? Ooh, well, we better hide the silverware, put a lock on the freezer, keep on mirrors, I'll bury the checkbook in the compost heap.
Come on, baby. People will be here soon. Why don't you get dressed? Also, we could use a few extra chairs, okay?
I really wish you'd told me about this.
Come on, just throw on a shirt and grab some more chairs.
I like a good party.
I know you do. So just get dressed and...
You know what the secret is to a good party? Preparation. Everything needs to be examined and re-examined. The medicine cabinet needs to be cleared out of all that yucky stuff. The coat tree needs to be rubbed down with oil. And, put the ointment in your slippers. To me, that's the secret.
Come on, I've got stuff in the kitchen. Go on, go upstairs. I'll be right in.
Your wish is my command, you little chickadee.
Charlie, could you get that? Charlie! The door, honey, get the door.
Oh, it's the door, I'll get it! Come in. Welcome! I'm Charlie, Dorothy's husband. Excuse the bedtime attire, I plan on staying up through this whole miserable ordeal. I'm Nathan Monroe. My pleasure, my pleasure. Come in, take off your coat, make yourself at home. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag. There's an extra toothbrush in the bathroom. Pardon?
I'm Nathan Monroe.
It deserved repeating. Getting pretty nippy out there.
October is like that.
October's like what?
Pretty nippy?
Don't repeat everything, Nathan. People will start avoiding you. You'll end up like me. Which is good. But me, I stay inside. Why? Never invited. Why? Socially, I accept the worldview. With you, it'll be this repeating thing. Someone will look down the social register and they'll say, oof, not that Nathan Monroe. The man is a vicious repeater. Did you ever read Does Happy Tall? No. Check it out.
Charlie. Nathan, congratulations, you're the first one here. I see you met Charlie.
Yes.
Met him, we're already sharing your toothbrush. I like him. He repeats himself, but other than that, he's quite presentable. Now, if you two will excuse me, I have a few things I need to get accomplished.
Oh, thank you. Take off your coat, make yourself at home. People will be here any minute. Of course, Barbara Major's also having a party. She does the props. So it'll just be a small group, some old friends.
Can I give you a hand with anything?
Oh, no thank you. I've got all kinds of stuff boiling and brewing in the kitchen. So, did you like the show?
I loved it. I thought the sets, the costumes, the acting, it was just wonderful. And the man next to me, he simply couldn't stop laughing. He was gagging, Dorothy, literally gagging.
As far as opening effects go, I think it was pretty successful.
The part where the hero went through the window, was that a part of the show?
I don't think so.
I thought he handled it very well, very professional.
He wasn't too happy about it, but doors stick, telephones don't ring, costumes rip. That's showbiz. Make yourself at home. I'll be right back.
I don't know why she has me getting all these chairs. We're the only ones here. And I, for one, am a stander. What about you?
It varies.
I stand every chance I get. I even stand when I do the dishes.
You've certainly got a lovely home here.
We once had these neighbors across the street. They lived in a gray house. They kept a monkey, called it a monkey business. Nosiest animals you ever saw, monkeys.
Really, I didn't know that.
If they could read, they'd read your mail.
I didn't know that.
So I wrote them a letter. Do you know what it said? It said, if there's any more monkey business with monkey business, then I'll give you people the business. And I mean business. Then I walked right over there. He read it right there on the spot. She was cleaning little necks in the kitchen. Don't you think I made my point?
What did he do?
What could he do? I was in the right. He gave me a small layer of corn and told me to go on my way. Monkey died anyway. Choked in a bar of soap.
Grotesque.
They say when he was dying, every time he gasped for air, he blew a bubble. Smaller. So I wrote him another letter. This one I left on his windshield wiper. It said, if monkey business wasn't so busy eating other people's soap, maybe he'd be alive today. Well, that really shook him up. Next time he saw me, he gave me a slice of pizza.
Charlie, did you get that?
Dorothy does publicity for the show. She's done it for years. You know, you should see our basement. It's got posters everywhere. Comedies, tragedies, farces. The naughty pine wall of comedies, tragedies, and farces, I call it. You know, most people in their basements, they got beer ads, dartboards, girls in pasties chugging it on the beach. With us, it's drama. Don't tell a soul. We'll have the DAR picketing before you know it. Ugliest
Charlie!
basement I've ever seen.
I think there's somebody at the door.
You know, Nathan, let me give you a little piece of advice about these theater people.
Maybe we ought to get the door.
This is important. Are you listening? Don't lend them your clothes.
Oh, man. You ask him to get the door and he leaves the room. You ask him to mow the lawn and he cuts down a hedge. It's impossible. Oh, and Nathan, try one of those mushroom thingies. They're scrumptious.
We're gonna have to wait another second. I was gonna have to check in with my service.
Come in, the stars, come in. You were both dressed terrific tonight. Really, I'll be back for autographs. There's goodies on the table.
Oh, my car died over at the junior high. Wayne had to give me a ride over. What's that car called, Wayne? A Yogo, a Yigo, a what?
Chrysler Cordoba.
Wayne, Jennifer, this is Nathan.
Nathan Monroe.
Wayne Seabury.
Hi, Nathan. I'm Jennifer Collins, but the ignorant masses call me Bubbles. Wayne, call me Bubbles.
Bubbles is a little testy because her date fell through. She always has these imaginary dates. I was getting headaches or something.
Don't get cute. Wait, I'll tell her about the codpiece.
Oh, you do? I'll be right back. And be nice to Nathan. He's new.
I was new once.
I'm 33. I just meant how can you be new at 33?
I getcha. Care for a refill? Punch, right?
Thank you.
Well, the thing is when I was new and pure, I wanted to be old and impure. Now that I'm old and impure, I want
So,
to be
Nathan, did you like the show?
I thought it was wonderful. I loved it.
Did you like it?
Very much. I thought everybody was very professional.
What about that Ernie Chilmark? He was the undertaker. His wife was the undertaker's wife. He was a dry cleaner. Would you imagine that? a comic genius and all he does all day long is inhale fumes.
He smells like a pleated skirt.
I thought his wife was quite good.
She's okay, a little inexperienced.
Really, I never would have thought that.
One rehearsal, the director told her to go upstage right, and she went downstage right.
Wayne wanted to call 60 minutes.
The last thing you need on opening night is some novice out there forgetting lines and making faces and stomping all over your laughs.
I thought she was quite funny in the scene in the funeral parlor.
One where they find out they have the wrong bodies? She went upstage to keep from laughing.
Really, I never would have suspected.
I saw it, I was peeking behind the curtain.
Talk about professional.
Hey, Bubbles, I was vomiting in the girls' room.
I enjoyed it, Wayne. Junior highs of all that graffiti. I got 4 phone numbers.
Unbelievable.
I thought you were both just stunning. Really, stunning.
Thank you, Nathan. That's sweet.
Let me ask you this, Nathan. If you didn't believe it, if you didn't know, would you believe that you were in a junior high watching local performers? Really, be honest.
Well,
The acting. Just the acting.
I thought it was very good, very professional.
Leave the men alone, Wayne's here to relax and have a drink, not to a critique.
Just asking him a question. How often does a performer get to ask an audience member? An impartial audience member.
I did think it was a little, you know,
A little what?
well,
Come on, spit it out. We're all friends here.
silly.
singing funeral directors? You call that silly?
Frances Eichler picked it. She said it was one of the playwright's earlier efforts. Has all the resonances of his later stuff. Blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't believe this woman. She actually carries around pictures of famous playwrights in her wallet. She's a pain in the ass.
And the purple went out the window.
Yeah.
I thought that was a part of the show. I really did. I think everybody thought so.
I thought so.
Please, Bubbles, give me a break.
I really did.
Me too. I thought, look at that panic-stricken man trying to sneak out the window. Isn't he clever?
One other thing, Nathan, when the sound cues got mixed up, did you catch that?
When Amazing Grace and the telephone got mixed up.
I think he caught it when you asked Paul Portland to be here soon.
Paul Portland is a moron. One of the great moron critics of our time. I was glad to talk to him.
Oh, Wayne, you're so artistic.
Hi, Charlie!
How's the trip?
Oh, Jennifer, good to see you. You're looking ravenous tonight.
Oh, you did.
Nice to see you, Charlie.
Wait, I heard you really chewed up the boards tonight. Chewed them up and spit them out. I'm trying my best. You people meet Nathan? He teaches with Dorothy. He's a vicious repeater. Repeat something, Nathan. Repeat something. See what I mean?
Nice to see you, Charlie. I'll be right back.
So, Nathan, how's the family?
I don't have a family.
Oh, single man, huh? Play the field, strike while the iron's hot. Hit them where they ain't. That's how it is, huh?
I mean, not exactly.
What about Jennifer here? She's available. She just got back from Hollywood. Palm trees, exhibitionism, stars on the sidewalk. She could use some stability in her life. Her pillowcase is Charlie! Please.
Charlie, I could use you.
Well, let me tell you, if I was stuck on a desert island with that girl, I wouldn't be leaving any messages in any bottle.
He's certainly an unusual man.
He's not unusual, Nathan. He's a certifiable A1 lube. The neighbors all buy him off with food. Dorothy once found a 23-pound bluefish in the freezer. So, are you planning on joining our roving band of stationary thespians?
Me? Oh, no, I can't act.
Are you kidding, Nathan? That's the prime criteria.
I'm torn between the business side of theater, box office, ticketing, that kind of thing. When I lived in New Jersey, I was the treasurer for the North Plainfield Players. I watched the shows again and again. I got to know the whole score of The Sound of Music. Of course, I only sang it in the shower.
Well, you must be like a raisin when you get out.
Nathan, you're repeating too many. Follow me.
Maybe Nathan would just like to relax.
No, I'd be happy to help.
No, he'd be happy to help. No, I'm giving it. This house is gonna be like one big echo chamber. It'll be like you're living in the Swiss Alps. There'll be yodelers in the pantry.
Right back.
That man.
So, did you tell anyone?
Nah.
Jennifer, this is very exciting. You have to tell someone.
I told you.
I think you should make an announcement.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm up for a network sitcom. It's down to me and 300 other desperate women except, well, they're all in LA getting their breasts redone, and I'm here doing a musical about kooky undertakers. Terrific story, Dorothy.
3 other women. Just 3. At least till wait.
Oh, please, I never heard the end of it.
They actually faxed 2 pages of the script. Can I see them? Are they any good?
They're okay, but you can't. And furthermore, it's embarrassing having stuff faxed to occupants.
Tell me again, what exactly did he say?
He said, God, I hate this. He sent me the stuff, make the plane reservations, and calls when you land on Sunday. We'll send some slave to pick you up. We'll put you up at the Sunset Marquee, and the network people will mess with your head early Monday morning.
Some slave? Did he actually say some slave? Call him tonight. Now. Tell him you'll be on that plane. Hollywood, here you come.
Hollywood, I just got back.
It's just so damned exciting.
You know, Nathan, you should really give yodeling a try. It's all those empty moments in your life. What about you, Jennifer? Care to yodel? No thanks, I'm on a diet.
Nobody else here yet?
Not yet.
Well, they're all over at Barbara Major's. That's a whole lot of people I don't intend to be spending any time with in the near future.
Dorothy mentioned there was another party.
Barbara Major does the props. Her husband Fred was the director. Her cousin Lionel designed the set, and her two mutant nephews built it. They're like an untalented coven.
Well, super freak of rehearsal when I found out they were having a party the same night as Dorothy. I wouldn't even talk to Fred. I just iced him out. Frankly, I'm the kind of guy when he's pissed, other people can tell he's pissed. Barbara came up to me tonight after the show. Wait, you look pissed, she said. I am pissed, I told her. I don't hide being pissed.
Jennifer, Charlie was telling me that he and Dorothy had a son, but that he ran away. Is that true?
He to run away. Dorothy and Charlie used to have a son, Charlie Jr. Charlie used to call him Chipmunk. He would take Chipmunk everywhere, I mean even to rehearsals. They would sit in the back and play. He died about 7 years ago. It was like a freak playground accident. He fell off a slide and his neck broke.
God, that's horrible.
First it was okay, but gradually Charlie began to lose it. He gave up his job, his everything.
But he used to have a terrific mind. I mean, he really did.
The pain they must live with.
Hey, come on, this is opening night. It's supposed to be a party.
Wayne, why don't you show Nathan the microfilm of your reviews?
Jennifer would be a lot less mouthy if she got laid every once in a while. So, Nathan, I'm in the instant printing business. What's your game?
I teach at the high school with Dorothy. I only got here in September, though.
Wait, Nathan, don't let me interrupt the flow of the party. Just pretend I'm a mirage. A moving speck on the desert of light. A comet slopping through the firmament.
What?
American history. I also have a 12th grade seminar.
So, what'd you think of Jennifer tonight? The girl can sing, huh?
She's awfully talented.
She's been checking me out for months. When a woman's like that, you ever feel that?
Not really.
Well, I can. I've got this special capacity for analyzing the way women feel about me. The register at the Dairy Mart and the clerk kind of checks you out a little bit, undresses you in a subtle way. You ever feel that?
No.
Well, happens to me all the time.
Married? Divorced. I used to be ashamed of being divorced, but my psychiatrist says I should talk about it.
What about when you and your wife were first married? Did you ever make you feel like that?
Not really. In fact, when we saw Bergman's The Virgin Spring, she told me right out that she didn't find me sexually attractive.
You took your wife to see a Bergman film on a date.
What's wrong with that?
That's not the way to get laid in America, Nathan. You know, ever since we started rehearsing, there's been this sort of like chemical thing going on. I mean, I'm the male lead, she's the female lead. A kiss here, a squeeze there. Plus, she just got back from Hollywood about 3 months ago, so she's still emotionally available, if you catch my drift.
Sure, certainly.
And like every recently divorced woman I've ever met, she's horny as a toad.
When was your divorce?
About 2 years ago, he was an okay guy. Not much for the theater, thought it was frivolous. He had this job selling air freshening products. It always smelled terrific. I made him a little jealous. Leading men make other men jealous.
Wait, Nathan, quick! There's a Martian outside. His head is like a big yellow thimble. He's clopping towards the house.
This is when Jennifer and I did the Rainmaker about 3 years ago. Of course, she was married then. And as a matter of sexual policy, I don't do married women, but I mean, now with her just coming back in a divorce and everything, you never know, right?
In New Jersey, I had a crush on the audiovisual specialist.
Wallace and I have been friends for years. It's nice you to sleep with your friends, Nathan, don't you think?
I guess I never really thought about it.
Well, it is. And I'll tell you something confidentially. Bubbles has the body, no question, but she doesn't meet my standards. One of my standards is never take your pants off in the presence of a ball buster. It's my golden rule.
Hey, did you get that?
Sure. Watch this, Nathan. This could be Ernie. He is without a doubt the funniest guy you'll ever meet. Just watch.
Bravo, bravo! Irene Chilmark, star of stage, screen, and the Timberley Troopers. Ta-da! Where's Ernie?
Hiding in the bushes with a basket on his head. He thinks he's hilarious. Hi, I'm Nathan.
Orf, orf, Nathan. Orf, orf.
Holy God, would you stop being a seal for 2 minutes?
Orf, orf. Orf, orf, orf.
Hi, I'm Irene Chilmark. Nathan Monroe? The asshole with the thing on his head is my husband, Ernie.
Hi, Nathan. Orf, orf.
Arf, arf. Give it a rest.
Orf, 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 orf.
What is going on out here? It sounds like the zoo. Did I tell you they were a crazy bunch? Why does he have that thing on?
What thing?
And I want you both to know I thought you were wonderful tonight. I thought you were both just wonderful.
Was I wonderful? Orf, orf. Was I? Was I?
Us, Ernie. Dorothy said us both.
Orf, 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 orf.
Could you
Oh,
take
they're here. The Timberley Troopers are here. Welcome.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. Great to see you. Join the party.
Party. Ernie Chilmark shows up and bang, you got a party.
I love a good party.
I think we have enough chairs for now, honey.
No, Ernie, you're a wise man. A lot of people this time of year wouldn't wear a hat. They think it's sissy.
Thanks, Charlie. I'll keep that in mind.
For your function, take your choice. Column A or column B. You still here, Nathan? Didn't you have a party to go to?
This is it. This is the party.
Oh, I have a little piece of advice for you, Ernie. Gain some height. The way things are going, it'll be character roles forever. Never Romeo, never Hamlet, always the stubby guy who carries the suitcase. Think about it.
What are you feeding him, Dorothy? He's beginning to act a little strange.
He thinks you're short, Ernie. What's so strange about that? Actually, it's true that most body heat escapes through the head.
So, Wayne, I look around and there's no young lovely clinging to your side. Where'd you hide her?
I didn't bring a date. I don't like him around on opening night.
Why is that Wayne teenage curfew laws?
You're terrible.
Oh, please, Dorothy. Wayne's dates are always so young.
I don't know, what's young?
Young is when you go to a restaurant and she still gets a free balloon with her meal.
Nathan, you strike me as a strong, silent type.
Give it a rest, Ernie.
So where's everybody anyway?
Barbara Major's also having a party. I suspect most of the younger people went there.
That woman is a bitch.
She pisses me off. She came up to me tonight after the show. Wayne, you look pissed. She said, I am pissed. And I was pissed.
That's a bitch. A fact's a fact.
And I can't stand her sniveling husband either. The director, he couldn't direct an elevator.
He came up to me tonight after the show and said I was unique.
He came up to me after the show and said I was unique.
Maybe he saw the basket on your head.
What I want to know is where is the exalted Mr. Paul Courtland? Thought he was the guest of honor.
Oh, he'll be here. He always writes his reviews right after the show. He's probably just dotting the I's and crossing the T's for that Timberley Troopers rave.
Actually, I'm glad he came tonight. I felt very on tonight. You know that feeling when you had the audience eating at your hands? I felt that tonight. I really did. I surprised myself.
Comic solo on the casket, it really worked out well.
Until you fell.
Hey, people thought that was part of the show.
Like when I went out the window, people figure that's a directorial choice.
When I fell off the casket, Nathan, did you think that was part of the show?
I did. I thought it was a part of the show.
Arf, arf, Irene. He thought it was part of the show.
Were your pants supposed to rip like that? Sorry, where's the restroom?
The restroom. Hey, Nathan, you think this is a gas station?
You'll have to excuse my husband, Nathan, who's born in a cave and raised by wolves.
It's right down the hall, Nathan. You can't miss it.
Quit badgering that poor man.
He's a very sweet man. He seems so... Sometimes he sits in the teacher's lounge for an entire free period without saying a word. So lonely.
Lonely? Jesus, Dorothy brought his wife to see a Birdman film on a date. I wonder he's lonely.
This is quite a coup for you, isn't it, Dorothy? For years, all the Timberley Troopers ever get is some 19-year-old stringer who thinks Chekhov was relevant. You make one phone call and we get the top dog.
We're just old friends. We took some grad courses together. I've asked him before, it just so happened it worked out this time. He's a lovely man.
He's ruthless and stupid. As far as I'm concerned, the guy doesn't even exist.
That's ludicrous, Wayne. You don't even know him.
Come on, Dorothy, when he plays the guy likes our Eastern European dramas. You know where the turnip farmer is the town hero? Boring.
It's true, Dorothy. When Cabaret came to the Art Center last year, he wouldn't even go. He wrote a whole piece about leftover Broadway. It was pretty sad.
Remember when we did Cabaret? God, that was fun.
You were terrific in that show. You'd be Robert Goulet by now if anybody saw that show.
I enjoyed it. It was a challenge.
Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome to cabaret, to cabaret, to cabaret.
So when does Paul Kirtland's review come out?
It's up to the paper. It has nothing to do with Polly.
Polly! My, our Greek poesy.
That's what we all called him.
All you college girls dueling over the pseudo-intellectual.
It was his name.
Polly, can you carry my books? They're so heavy.
We just took some classes together.
One of those sweet nothings you whispered side by side on the dormitory bench.
You are a fool, Ernie.
What was that all about? What the hell was that all about? Just trying to make a joke. Jesus, can't a guy make a joke at a party?
It was insensitive, Ernie. You deserved it.
All right. I suppose I should go apologize. Boy, tough crowd for a young roly-poly comic like me.
The doctor told him if he didn't stop eating and drinking so much, he was headed for a roly-poly grave. Just driving over here, he had 4 beers and 3 Slim Jims.
I knew a man in New Jersey who weighed 411 pounds. You'll never guess what people called him.
Tiny.
Right.
This chair is reserved for someone who can talk to more than one person at once. Someone who's intelligent enough to focus on a wide range of interests. Someone who gets all the jokes, politely nibbles on the kidney pate, and still finds Zambia on the map. You'd better not sit here. You still repeating things, Nathan?
No, I've been very good.
He has. He's been very good.
I'm gonna check the radon levels in this place.
Come on, Wayne, let's hustle. We got time for one quick game.
Come on, we get pissed every time we shoot a pool. She gets pissed.
Every time the sun comes up, she gets pissed. Come on, quick, before she comes.
All right, just one game. What about you, Nathan? Here to try your luck on the old green felt?
Come on, that Wayne. She catches us up here, she'll have my ass in a sling.
Ernie Chalmart is a child.
Are these crazy people treating you all right, Nathan?
Oh, very well. You really were very dynamic tonight. I bet if you were in New York or Hollywood, you'd get lots of attention.
I've been to Hollywood, Nathan, twice. Once when I was young and stupid, once again when I was older and stupid. The operative word here is stupid.
Tell the truth, Jennifer.
Do I have to do my whole Hollywood expose again?
She's just being honest. She was scouted by a very big agent while she was out there. He was very, very impressed.
Where's Ernie? Never mind, don't tell me. He's downstairs playing pool with Wayne. I'll skin him alive. It'll take me forever, but I'll skin him.
I've never been to Los Angeles before. It always seems so vital.
Vital. You wanna know what I did out there once, my first trip? When I still believed in luck and Schwab's and glistening white cars? I had a girlfriend take this fabulous photo of me holding a big cake I baked, and I sent it to my favorite heartthrob and invited him over for dessert and whatever.
And you never heard from him, right?
The son of a bitch came. His secretary made the date, and guess what? He was just as beautiful and sexy and movie starish as I'd always imagined. Except he barely talked, and every few minutes or so he would stick a straw in his nose that came out of a little white bottle.
Dogs?
No, Nathan, Tristan. Where'd you get this guy, Dorothy and Guinea?
She was sitting in the teacher's room.
Well, anyways, after he, snorted and mumbled for felt like forever, I told him dinner was ready. I had spent like $60 on dinner, wine, shrimp, not to mention the fact that I bought a new dress. And Jesus, he was a creep.
What did he do?
Well, after hardly even looking at all this exotic food I had slaved over, he just looked at me and said, "Look, babe, I'm pretty short on time. Let's fuck, and maybe I'll take some dessert with me to the airport."
God, how insensitive. What did you do?
I gave him 4 slices of deep dish apple pie wrapped in aluminum foil. The sweet bones of memory.
She's very talented. She could make it. I really think she could.
Maybe sooner than you'd think. Did you tell anyone about Horace?
No, I felt funny. He's still in the car.
Oh, Nathan, get him. People will get a big kick out of him.
But these people are performers. I'm a little rusty. It's just a hobby.
It's just for fun, okay?
Okay, I'll go get him. I'll be right back.
about this one slithering up the walk. Take it, Nathan. Don't let him out of your sight. I'm gonna check outside, but my guess is he's a lone wolf.
Good evening, I'm Paul Cortland. Is Dorothy here? Sure, she's... You were the man who sat next to me at the play, the one who was gagging with laughter.
Polly? Polly! Dorothy! Oh, Paul, you're here. It's so good to see you. And you look wonderful. Oh, you look just like you do on television. Oh, I'm so glad you came.
Thanks. Quite welcome.
Have you met Nathan? Oh, no, of course not. Nathan Monroe, Paul Portland.
Hi, I'm Paul Cortland. Arf. I didn't mean that. It was just...
Oh, we've been having a little bit of fun.
You know, maybe I won't bother with Horace.
Oh, go on, Nathan. Get it. Go on. He'll be fine.
Okay, I'll be right back. Who was that unusual man outside?
Charlie, my husband. He's quite the kidder. Never know what he's up to next. Take off your coat, please. So, what did you think of the show? Never mind. I shouldn't have asked. You know, I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
I finished my review and I was on my way over here and the oddest thing happened. I felt kind of dizzy. I'm fine now. It was just one of those things. You have a splendid home, Dorothy.
Oh, thank you. Feels like we bought it about 1,000,000 years ago. What's the saying?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get that. Please, fix yourself a drink and food. Have some food. We'll be eating leftover cauliflower for months. Just a minute.
I got this one outside trying to pick up Nathan. She claims she doesn't find the man at all attractive. Nathan Monroe, not attractive.
Mona?
Hi, Dorothy. It's me, Mona. Remember?
Remember? Of course I remember. Honey, where are you going?
You think I'm gonna leave Nathan out there all alone? The way things are going, that chronic repeater will have a harem.
Mona Williams, Paul Portland.
Hi, I'm Paul Cortland.
Hi, I'm Mona Williams.
Wayne will be just thrilled you're here. He's just downstairs shooting pool with Irene and Ernie. You remember Ernie and Irene? Oh, take off your coat. Let me get a look at you. You look wonderful, and what a cute outfit. But something's different. What's different?
I dyed my hair.
That's what it is. You dyed your hair.
I dyed my hair. I was over at Barbara Major's house, and they said that Wayne was probably here.
Why didn't you go backstage after the show?
I didn't want anyone to see me.
Why on earth not?
I don't know, I felt weird.
You're Paul Cortland, the critic, aren't you?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
What did you think of the show?
Well,
Frankly, even though the performances were terrific, I had some problems with the play. I mean, a musical about a funeral parlor, a hirsute on vacations as a camper, it struck me as ghoulish and possibly inane. Like maybe the author was immature and afraid of death and trying somehow to reconcile this interpersonal thing with the social scope of the experience, or the dynamics of the experience, if nothing else. Like somehow when you meet your sister, you always seem to connect it with cheerleading or a pink blouse that mostly everybody else in the world kind of just goes without really conceptualized. Jeepers. How are things over at Barbara Major's? Many people? It was kind of jammed.
Oh, I didn't stay long. They were trying to play the piano when I left. Some people were singing Feelings, Whoa, 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 Feelings. Feelings, Whoa, 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 Feelings is a pretty inane song.
Yes, I agree. It's a silly song.
So have you worked with the Timberlake Troopers?
I used to be in a few shows, but I wasn't very good. I'd always be right in the middle of some big speech or something, and then I'd remember about how I left my yogurt out on the counter, or maybe I was late with a visa payment or something. Real life kept doing this like real number on my head. I had to give it up. Too intensely intense.
I understand. Well, I'll be a cactus. It's the prettiest prairie flower in these here parts.
Oh, Nathan, he's adorable. Polly, Mona, look at this. This is Horace. Nathan, he's wonderful.
Howdy, Mona.
Howdy, Horace.
Howdy, Paul.
Hi.
Jennifer, you've got to see this. Isn't he something?
Mona? Hi, Jennifer. Why is Nathan holding your date? Huh? I get it. You were terrific tonight.
You look
Taller. I dyed my hair. You really were beautiful tonight.
Thank you, Mona. Jennifer, I'd like to introduce you to Paul Cortland.
Hi, it's a
I
pleasure.
really enjoyed you tonight. You're a terrific performer.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That really means a lot, really.
Oh, Jennifer, tell him.
Tell me what.
Dorothy and I have a little show business secret.
I see.
And if she tells anyone else, I'm gonna hire thugs to macrame your tongue.
Jennifer.
Howdy, ma'am. They call me Horace, and what do they call you?
Astonished.
Do something with him, Nathan. I love that mouth.
I've been tinkering to do a spell of talking all day long. You try sitting in a trunk that long. You always have to get your own way, don't you, Horace? Down tootin', Padma.
Jennifer, shh. Polly, have you ever seen anything like it?
No.
He looks like he has his hand up his ass.
Nathan, do you want us something special?
I prefer a semicircle.
All right, Nathan, your audience is ready. Mouth is just too cute.
Well, Padmas and Padmerettes, this is a tale about how once upon a time I was sheep herding for this man named Joe Aguirre on a tall, tall mountain in Wyoming. Now I was sexually repressed and angry, and this lovely, friendly fellow named Jack was hired to do the same. Now, Jack was a mighty annoying fella, I tell you. Always getting in my business, interrupting my time for anger and solitude and whatnot. Anyway, it got awful cold and dark up there on that mountain. One night, one thing led to another, and I'm a little rusty.
You never know it. That was wonderful, Nathan.
Really good, really entertaining. I haven't seen one of those in years. He's an antique. I only take him out at parties.
Oh, speaking of antiques.
Hi, Wayne.
What are you doing here?
Gum disease. My periodontist is still here. You were terrific tonight.
Great to see you. You dyed your hair.
I dyed my hair.
Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to Paul Portland. Polly, this is Wayne Seabury, the pride and joy of the Timberley Troopers.
Hi, Wayne, a pleasure.
My pleasure. I'm a great fan of your work.
Oh my god, he's broken his oath of
These
silence.
bubbles, give me a break.
Wayne, have you met Horace?
Howdy there, gunslinger. Horace is the name, scouting is my game.
And he's kind of cute. I saw your lips move, though.
Come on, Polly, I'll take you downstairs to meet Irene and Ernie. They were the Undertaker couple in the show.
Oh, yes.
They'll be just thrilled you're here. Jennifer, why don't you join us?
Do I have to, Mom?
Yes.
Cowpoke can get mighty parched out here in the high country. I'm just going to leave him here. Gonna go check out the old outhouse.
Who's that man, Wayne?
The new teacher with the high school of Dorothy. Seems like a nice enough guy.
He moves his lips almost more than if he was talking normally. I can't stay too long. I'm driving up to Boston tonight and staying with a girlfriend, and then I'm flying back to Philadelphia in the morning. I just thought it'd be nice to come by and say hello and all, so hello and all.
Hello. Did you watch the whole show tonight?
Every minute. You were glorious, Wayne, really glorious.
What about when I couldn't get that door open? I was dying out there. Just feel the sweat dripping off me.
You handled it very well. If I had a stuck door, I'd go out the window too.
It was really embarrassing. So, how's Philadelphia?
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
No?
It's a play on words, Wayne. The Liberty Bell, not all it's cracked up to be. It's one of those jokes you have to live in Philadelphia. I was over at the Major's house looking for you. I did park up the street, there were so many cars.
Not back in Dorothy. Of course, you did get Paul Portland. Just as being here makes me sick to my stomach.
I read once that critics practice not showing their opinions in public by standing in front of a mirror and pretending that a mass murderer is asking them what they think.
Philadelphia.
How it's cracked up to be. I have a feeling that somebody's watching us. My gums are bleeding.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Lando, gosh, and gave me a scare and sent a bobcat squealing. I need air, lots of air, wide open spaces.
You scared us half to death here.
Really, when Horse and I are just pretending.
I'm
Kidding.
palpitating. My heart's still thumping.
Really, Horse and I didn't mean anything, Wayne.
I know you, but Jesus.
Sorry, Wayne, old frail pal, old wagon master buddy.
Look, Wayne, Horse is apologizing.
Horse is a goddamn puppet.
I thought you were an actor, the farmer said. And the cow said, if I were an actor, I wouldn't play this barn. Hey Nathan, he's pretty wild. Sorry. That stupid thing was alive.
So Dorothy tells me you have a condominium over in Cranville Park. How is it over there?
Very nice. Remarkably quiet. It's very nice. There's a lot of dry cleaning in that neck of the woods.
Ernie owns the dry cleaners.
Look, the man doesn't even have a drink. What'll it be, Paul?
Bourbon water if you have it. It's a bit cool in these here parts, Paul. What do you figure, partner?
I noticed that, Nathan.
He's Horace, I'm Nathan.
Rod Serling's in the next room. Here you are. I've been a reader of yours for a long time. That piece you did, Does the Theater Have a Continent? I thought that was a great piece of writing.
Is the theater incontinent?
Right. That's what I meant. Oh, hi there. You must be Paul. I'm Charlie, Dorothy's husband. Excuse the fiasco in the lawn. Vigilance is a curse.
You have a lovely home here.
We like it. You're Paul Cortland, the drama critic, am I right?
Yes, I am.
I've read your stuff. Excellent, incisive. I like your point of view. Don't take any prisoners.
Honey, where are you going? Excuse me, I can feel my teeth like kind of separating from my gums a little bit. Yuck.
So not to beat around the bush here, Paul. What did you think?
Ernie.
It's a social event. We can be social, can't I?
Paul didn't come here to talk about his review.
When I went out the window, did you think that was part of the show?
You thought it was part of the show? Are you okay? Do you want some water?
I just air went down the wrong way. Desert sand gets in your gullet, and boy, sure parks the man faster than the rattlesnake will make your pony.
So, Polly, I read in the paper that you're off to London.
Yes, in a couple weeks. I'm excited about it. Of course, 2 plays a day gets a little busy. I'd hope to make it up to Edinburgh, but my itinerary wouldn't allow it.
Look, you can't leave me hanging here, did you know, or what?
Pardon?
About whether the window was part of the show.
Sorry,
Wayne, why don't you leave and come back in through the window?
Why don't you shove it?
are you alright?
I'm fine.
Where's the bathroom?
It's up the stairs.
I'm fine, Ruth. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Are you alright? You sure?
Sure.
What were you trying to do, Wayne? Kill the guy?
Just asked him a simple question.
Polly doesn't look very well, does he? Polly, are you alright?
Sure, Dorothy, I'll be right down.
Paul doesn't seem so bright. What do you think, Jennifer? Paul, I seem bright to you?
I haven't even talked to the guy.
Doesn't seem so bright to me.
The man hasn't had the chance to say 2 words, Ernie.
I just wanted his opinion. I mean, it's not like I asked the guy to turn over Tassie with documents or something.
You can never tell about the human mind.
People thought Van Gogh was dumb. Since when is cutting out your ears so intelligent?
You only cut off one ear.
And you thought he wasn't intelligent.
Of course, what do I know? I'm just a dry cleaner.
Stop being so Moorish, Ernie.
Am I a dry cleaner or am I not a dry cleaner?
Everybody's being silly here. Paul is a very intelligent man who's just trying to be pleasant in a potentially awkward situation.
Fine. He's the most intelligent guy in America. Fine.
I knew a boy in art class who did big paintings of yours, like 6 and 7 feet high, jeepers.
Hey, Mona, why don't you let the adults talk for a while?
Jesus, Ernie.
Already calm down, huh?
Calm? Calm? It's got a critic who's blowing his lunch in the bathroom.
For Christ's sake, Ernie, shut up.
For this? Yes, Polly?
Feeling so good, I think.
Arnie, wait, pick him! Lucy's told me to get his tie off his belt!
Paul, can you hear me?
Paul, can you hear?
Jesus, Jennifer, call 911. CPR, anyone know CPR?
No, take him to the station wagon. We can be there in 4 minutes.
I'll start the car. Is he alright? Is he breathing?
Can't tell.
Right, 42 cause your ability. The rescue squad. I think it's a heart attack.
Dorothy, get some blankets.
No, nobody knows it.
Jesus, he looks worse. Come on, Wayne, we gotta get him out
Right,
of
he's
here.
collapsed on the floor, can't breathe.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't know.
We're taking him in the car.
We're taking him in the car, the hospital's right around the corner. What?